Count your breath, everybody, because tonight we're going to be talking about Oxygen. Oxygen is a very intense episode. There is a lot of also scary moments, and also some not really comedic moments. There's not really any in this one. It's mostly horror-filled action. Is that a bad thing? Not really. Say about before I start reviewing this episode is I liked how this episode attempted to give Nardole more development as a character. You get to see more about his backstory, a little bit of how he acts around, and you get to see him react to a venture in space with space zombies. And it was kind of fun how Nardole at the beginning just wanted, can we please get back to the TARDIS? I don't really want to be here, Doctor. And it gave him a little bit more development as a character, which I think was much needed. Because he also, you can see more of like a plot device in a way. Like, he was just there, keep saying, you must guard the vault, Doctor, and Earth is a great place to be type of thing. And I like this episode for not making that the whole focus anymore with Nardole and actually letting him kind of be free a little bit, but also be angry at the Doctor that he brought him into this adventure. So I'm glad the script did that. This episode was good for that. And you also get to see one thing. That's not Nardole's face. That's kind of interesting. That's not his face. That's an interesting fact of Nardole of the week. Big thing in this episode is capitalism. It's very prevalent. Basically, the space base they get on has no oxygen, no air to breathe. And the only way that the oxygen comes is by the suits, which you have to pay to get the oxygen. And wow, you have to pay to breathe. That is scary. You can't breathe. You can't have any of that. Now, of course, the main enemy of this week is space zombies. And these space zombies are kind of generic because they're zombies. And zombies are kind of, basic things. So zombies are not really original is basically what I'm trying to say. But these are a little bit different zombies. They're basically, yes, they're walking around the space station and all that. But I really like how these zombies are more controlled by these suits. So the suits are controlling them what to do, and detecting it, and learning the landscape. That makes them a little bit more different, and also makes them a little bit more scary, because it shows that these suits kind of control the person more than you think. I will have to say, this episode really puts the Dr. Bill and even Nardole into many intense moments. There's a lot of moments where, like, you don't know what's going to happen, how they're going to get out of it, what's going to happen. But I like that because it makes you wonder and also gasp a little bit, like, oh my goodness, this is what's happening. I will not lie, one of the scariest moments was when Bill's suit was acting up again and it wouldn't let her put on the helmet. And then the sound cuts off, and you're kind of like put into Bill's position with all the swirling things, and that was a little scary actually. That was very intense, but I liked it, and especially because here, that was a commercial break, so you had to be, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? Of course, the Doctor gave Bill his suit, his kind of helmet, and he was exposed to the vacuum of space, which caused him to lose his sight. Of course, he said, nothing wrong with that. I can fix it up when I get back to the TARDIS, which he does. However, it doesn't work, which is actually kind of interesting. So the Doctor loses his sight, gets it back because he went to the TARDIS, but at the end of the episode, he's still blind. So I'm actually very curious what happens with that, how they're going to handle that, and maybe that's why he has to regenerate or something. I'm not sure, but I'm kind of curious. Let's see, what else? Oh, yes. I liked at the beginning how the Doctor was kind of wanting to go into space again. He showed it in his lectures, and he's like, and Nardole knows it, and Nardole's like, Doctor, you have an oath, that whole oath thing keeps making Nardole seem like a plot. He's basically telling him the plot of the season, you must guard the vault, Doctor. Which kind of makes him seem kind of whiny a little bit at times, and kind of annoying. But once he gets past that, he's not bad of a character, and he's a little bit bossy, but I kind of like that because the Doctor reacts to it and kind of plays off of it. So it's actually not that bad. Now, the ending of this episode is not the best. It feels kind of rushed in a way, but it's a very satisfying end, and it shows the Doctor figuring out things, and it's very good. Oh, so overall, what did I think of this episode? I would definitely give this episode an 8 out of 10. It was a very well-paced story. It had some very good moments, also some very good character moments between the Doctor and Bill. And it also made you, like, stop and think something like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? The main villain of the week was not very original, but they were also kind of a different take on the zombies in a way. So I kind of liked it, and it redeemed that they were technically space zombies. Let's see what else. And I think I liked how the suit, you had to get the suit to get the air. So basically it was like how the company can make you pay, keep paying and paying, and how you had to count your breaths. So overall, great episode, and I cannot wait for another week of Doctor Who. Well, I'll see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.